coming to you live from rainy London. It's so nice to drive again. I miss driving, I miss cars. Love my scooter obviously, but I just miss being behind a wheel. I've got a couple fun things planned, so let's hope that the weather is going to clear up a little bit. I'm fine with the cold, but the rain, you know what? I have enough rain in Bali. Okay, crazy start. I've just given my manuscript into printing, production? I don't know what you call this stuff. I'm just gonna grab a coffee now and then go back there and pick it up. Like, what? It's gonna be a little bit ugly because they will ring bind it. It's just a copy for me to proofread it, really. So it's gonna be a little bit ugly, but that's fine. And then once everything is proofread, it'll be the actual thing. But I just need something to write into and see and hold an actual physical copy. I'm so excited. All right, here we go. Here it is. Here it is. Well, here is the ring-bound version for me to proofread. This is wild. I am just so proud to be able to hold this in my hands. Even if only one person reads this, I would consider that a win. The chapters, the exercises. This is not just reading. You actually have to work through this. You know how people keep saying, you have to do the work. What does the work actually mean? It means going through this and actually doing the exercises that I've put in here. It's just unbelievably meaningful to now hold this in my hands, get my pens and make some final proofreading notes before it's actually going to be published for you to be able to hold this in your hands and hopefully get a lot from it. Anyway, I've got to go for lunch now. And then I'm seeing my bestie for dinner who's getting married next week. I just can't wait. There is so much love in the air. Oh, I missed being in London. It's just such a good time. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? We're not doing a steady content today. I need to pack. I'm leaving. I don't want to leave. Good morning, guys. I always feel like a little news reporter with this. Oh, I just woke up, put my last laundry on, and I'm going to have to sort all of this out now. But I wanted to show you some bits, since I've unpacked my entire life and now I need to repack it. Before I do that, I'll show you some stuff. Obviously, I've shown this yesterday on my socials, which is the most exciting thing ever. I actually can't believe that in the last 2 weeks of being here, I've managed to print a proof copy, proofread everything, make final changes, final design of front, back and spine, and now have it printed, and people are excited to read it. People are on the wait list. I'm gonna probably publish it tomorrow. Today's October 14th, so it'll be out October 15th, which is crazy. But as I was doing this, as I have been coming back to London and seeing all the people that mean the most to me, I've had some really emotional ones. Basically, when I moved, I gave up my entire life in London, right? And I had a couple of bits that meant a lot to me that I put in little memory boxes. And I went through some of them. I saw my friend Megan the other day. She moved into a new flat. He was like, Alec, you've forgot some moving boxes. And I was like, I beg your pardon? What do you mean? Turned out I left 3 boxes in like some cupboard in our old house that I didn't know were there. So I was like, what's in them? And we went through them, and I was like my 20s packed up in a box, and all of my hopes and dreams and emotions, and just wild. And then she was like, I also have a bag full of books and journals. Look, like, I mean, Robert Greene, if you know, you know, love him. All the bloody gay novels, and Body Keeps the Score, Besse van der Kolk. That's it now in my book. Like, I referenced this, Enigma Variations, Andreas Iman. Andreas Iman, if you know me, that's just, like, that's necessary literature. Mating in Captivity, Esther Perel, also, chapter 9. Heavily referenced, because she's amazing. Andreas Iman, Gentleman from Peru. Not even necessarily gay, but just nostalgic as hell. His style of writing is just so beautiful to me. I could only ever dream of ever coming close to that. This book attached. If you've been following me for years, I recorded a video right there, like so long ago, recommending this book to everyone because it changed my life. And now I wrote my own book again, like referencing this. Like, there's so much has influenced my life over this one's called Set Boundaries, Find Peace. Look, I had to learn all of this. I really had to like do my reading, and not only reading, but I've obviously done loads of writing, right? Too many books. All of these journals have just over the years. It's actually so fucking cute. Are you kidding me? All I love to do is just like read and write. Do you know what I mean? Beliefs of mine challenged. What is it? What's going on here? Overwhelm. All right. One important thing to remember for me at the moment is one thing at a time. Hey, I still stand by that. With big goals comes big overwhelm. Focusing on the next step rather than the big end goal is important for me to keep going. After all, I trust that all will work out better than anticipated. You go, girl. London, September 23, 2022. Hitting the ground running. Back in London at last. Oh, look, September 20. It's almost like a couple of years, like 3 years ago, same time. So cute. Focus. Filter and focus. I'm realizing there is way too much for me to be thinking about at the same time in my head. I don't even know where to start writing or indeed thinking. I love myself. This was in Munich? Interesting. Oh, yeah, that was an important time. September 14. Energy. London, 2022. I can feel myself operating on a very high frequency energy. Coming back to London, coming back to the London house yesterday showed me a lot of what I don't want. All right. Why don't you tell me how you really feel? Oh, being overworked and overstressed, a headspace occupied with work rather than oneself, and no saying, or I can't attitude. What for? There is so much life to be lived. Stress-free. I've always been this way. This is years ago. Fucking hilarious. What else? What's this one? Oh my god. God, here we go. I want to be very aware and cautious of the words I put down in here every morning. My mind fills up rather quickly with things about job, career, things that irk me. All right. And at this point, I'm unsure whether my focus should be to write them down or to write down other thoughts that aren't at the forefront of my brain in order to shift my perspective. Thanks. All right, censoring yourself. Chapter 5. I can feel myself slipping into old thought patterns, even when I've understood that the right move is to create new, healthier ones. It's almost like intellectualizing and just knowing all this stuff isn't enough. Chapter 8. Feel it to heal it. The nervous system. What the? This is crazy. Oh my God, stop. This is January 18th. Currently sat on Drew's rooftop in the afternoon, soaking up the sun. This is Los Angeles. Life has a very different pace here. I want to be in the moment as much as possible, so I'm writing down these thoughts. It's nice to see the way that people find a balance between life and work here. The sun makes everyone love life, so much energy, and everyone's in the best mood. The feeling is so serene, yet everyone is always on the go, always moving. I'm feeling very inspired and intending to take lots of this mindset back home to London with me. Also abundance, not scarcity, in all aspects of life. This is so fucking cute. Like, I'm just really, like, this is what I've been... Oh. And we'll talk about the ex-boyfriend. All right, it's getting a little bit darker. What I need list. Okay, what I need list. It's almost like I've put that into a book. What? This is wild. I've not seen these in years. So cute. February 22nd. What a day yesterday. Complete emotional breakdown. Crying session. All right. Dad is ill. It was Grandma's birthday and I got her flowers. And all of a sudden I got, wait. Oh no, this is when my grandma was still alive. Oh. And there was like a letter too. December 15th, 2013. Grandma Jean. Oh no. Oh, this is making me sad. This is making me sad. Wait. Oh, actually, I'm gonna show you one of my most valuable things. I've got this. This is just my life packed in a box. What do you mean? All of my emotions just put in a box. Ooh. Okay. These are probably the most meaningful things I own. To Miss J. Burton. How beautiful. Are you joking? These are old love letters from my grandma when she was probably my age now, even younger. The way these are written, I would just... Anyone who knows me knows that nostalgia is my favorite thing, and the past and tradition and just quality that lasts is really important to me. Look at... My dearest Jay, I love you, darling. My last weekend with you was really wonderful. Oh my God. Fuck, I can't do this. This is too much. Oh my... Oh, no. This is so beautiful. In fact, my grandma was the most important person to me. My granddad and grandma were the most adorable couple and so in love. And I decided to Where is it? When I had my first relationship, I must have been like 20. They were so accepting and so proud of me. I remember us meeting my grandma and granddad in town, my boyfriend at the time and I. It's a long time ago, so my granddad had like they've both passed away now, but my granddad had like this little flip phone, and he took a picture of my boyfriend and I, and he was so proud, and like that made me so much, still makes me emotional. But I've never seen anyone more in love than my grandma and my granddad, and I've decided to release this book, which hopes to put more love out there into the world, on October 15th, which is tomorrow, because it's my late grandparents' wedding anniversary on October 15th. And it just means a lot to me. Like, fuck. Like, all these things, like, you would never know, because I never talk about this shit. But I actually think a lot about a lot of stuff. And everything I do in life has intention and a lot of meaning behind it, even if I don't communicate it, or if no one knows, I know. And going through this stuff now really shows me how far I've come. I felt so inadequate and shit about myself for my entire life, and I never thought I was good enough, and I would always try to do these things. In fact, I saw one of the boxes that my friend kept, there was old stationery of my first business that I created in London. It was the Alec James Studios, and it was this a photography business. Essentially, I really wanted to like make something of myself from like forever, and I always felt like a failure, and I had always equated my success to finances, and I always I was like, oh, why am I such a struggling artist? And I'm worthless, because I would equate my bank account to my financial worth, essentially, to my self-worth. And it's taken me 29 years, like a long time to get out of this. And now that I'm like revisiting, and like you heard in my journal entries, it was always about like striking that work-life balance. Why is everyone so stressed about money? In environments like London in particular, it's so apparent. And having removed myself from this and now coming back with serenity and a calm nervous system and clear mindset and peace, and seeing the things that I've built in my 20s and I was never proud of. I'm so proud of myself for back then. Like, these things are amazing. I've created this was during COVID. I created a whole like empty London during COVID photography series, and I would create these art prints, really high quality art prints. Like the mat is all like, it's all bespoke. This real glass, none of this fucking plexiglass shit that IKEA sells you. Fine art print. And I mean, like, this is Beverly Hills. I just, you know what, like, I've lived a really cool life, and I still live a cool life, and I never kind of pat myself on the back for that, because I was always internally, I always felt worthless. And now I come back here and I see everything that I've worked on so hard, and I would compare myself to other people who worked hard in different ways but made lots of money. So I thought my work was meaningless. And because I didn't make a finance bro's salary. But now I look at what I've worked on over the last couple of decades and where it's led to, and I'm really proud that I can find meaning in my work. And it's so fulfilling. And rather than investing in like finances and career and like really giving up my life to work hard for money, I've invested in not only myself but my relationships, and that's worth so much. My God, I need to pack. I need to pack. If you ever compare yourself to others, I know everyone says comparison is a thief of joy, and like you have to kind of like feel it to realize that, but be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself already. If you can't do it now in hindsight, look at the stuff that you've created in the past and just keep creating. My whole thing is connect and create. I want to connect with myself. I want to connect with people. I want to connect people, and I want to create. Content creation, this is all part of me doing both at the same time. Like I'm connecting with you guys, and I'm creating. It's like a creative outlet for me at the same time. And it's a big value of mine that I want to live my life by. Okay, anyway. I just encourage you to listen to what your heart wants to do, and try for a second not to think about what you have to do, what you should and shouldn't do, and just listen to that voice inside that wants to be heard. Just a little bit. And maybe tomorrow 1% more, and then the day after 1% more. And then over time, years, maybe decades, it will direct you where you need to be. Have patience. It'll all work out. I believe in you. And now I believe in myself for having to pack all of this stuff.